DHMS. I'm Ula.
And I'm Delaney.
And this is School News. The following students have advanced to the Arlington County Reflections Contest after anonymous judging. County results will come out in December. Film, Bailey B. Literature, Isabella C. Photography, Egshulin G. Visual Arts, Anzul O.
Congratulations! In the coming weeks, we will recognize all the students who have entered the DHMS Reflections this year and celebrate their creative work.
Are you interested in student leadership and community building? Counselors are now accepting applications from all grades for the Student Ambassador Program. Ambassadors serve as student representatives for DHMS and help out throughout the school year with welcoming new students and volunteering for school events. If you want to apply or learn more about the program, come grab an application from Mr. Keene or Miss Brand in the counseling suite.
Students in all grades are invited to participate in the new Kids Giving Club at DHMS. Our kickoff meeting is today with Miss Malks in room 129 from 2:40 to 3:40. The Kids Giving Club will meet twice a month on Tuesdays. Today, we will be making cat toys to donate to the Animal Welfare League of Arlington. We will also be making decisions about future charitable activities. Hope you can make it.
Today is our first author visit of the year with Kekla Magoon. Classes who are attending should leave their classrooms no later than 8:20 to make sure they are seated in the cafeteria by 8:30 a.m.
Did you know that it's time to order your yearbook? This is a limited opportunity, so order now to avoid disappointment in June. The link is on the DHMS website.
Start planning your outfit now. Picture Retake Day has been rescheduled for Friday, December 2nd.
Submissions are due this Friday, November 18th for the Martin Luther King Jr. Literary and Visual Arts Contest.
Come support the DHMS PTSA tonight at Pupatella from 5 to 9 p.m. Dine in, or you can order to go or delivery. Mention DHMS and the PTSA will earn 20% of your order. See the DHMS website for more information.
The DHMS Band Concert is this Thursday at 7 p.m. in the auditorium. This is our first concert of the year.
That's it for School News.
Have a great day.
I'm here today with Executive Director of Read Early and Daily, Jennifer Sauter Price. So, why did you start Read?
I started Read because I learned there were babies and toddlers who did not have books in their home. And I know the research that shows that we need to be reading to babies from the day they're born every day, because that's when their brain is growing the most and they're absorbing concepts and words and vocabulary. And if we're not reading to them, then what the research is showing, by the time they get to preschool or pre-K, they're always going to be behind. And the fact that I like to share is that for children in middle income families, they're usually read to 1,000 hours before kindergarten. For children who live in low income neighborhoods, families who are economically vulnerable, they tend to get more like 25 to 30 hours. So that is a huge discrepancy. And so I'm really trying to hope to close that gap, so when the children arrive to school that they are just on the same playing field as their classmates.
What is your favorite part of Read?
Well, the way that we fund, first of all, I love meeting all the families and their children, but sort of the twist, how we're sort of a different nonprofit, is the way we support our programming and being able to buy books for the babies and toddlers is we have a children's bookstore. We've been online, we have a book bus, a purple book bus, and now we're popping up in the Ballston quarters for a few weeks. And so if you buy a book from us, then we use all that funding to buy books for the kids in our family. But the other thing that we do that is so fun is book fairs, and I love going to book fairs. I love introducing students to new books and getting them all excited about reading them.
How long have you been here at Ballston Quarter?
Just a couple of weeks. They were great. We were at Mount Olivet United Methodist Church, which had a fire, and so we can't be there right now. And so I reached out, and Ballston Quarter said, yes, we have some space, so we're over here. And so we're sort of playing around with being like a pop-up store for a while.
What's your favorite part of the Book Nook?
Oh, yes, our new Book Nook. I think my favorite part, well, I just love looking at all the books. And I love it when people walk in and see all the books, and they're like, oh, this is so fun.
How did you get the nickname Pajama Mama?
I know I'm not wearing my pajamas right now, but it started when my girls were little and I was volunteering at their book fair. It was also pajama day on the day I volunteered, so I decided to wear my pajamas. And the kids thought it was hilarious to see a mama at school in her pajamas, so they started calling me Pajama Mama. And that became my thing. And so every time I went to the school, either work on the book fair or read to a classroom, anything around reading, I would wear my pajamas.
How can teenagers support READ?
There's so many ways. First of all, I love volunteers. I need help at book fairs. If we stay at the Book Nook, maybe being a checkout person if people are here shopping. Another thing that you can do that's sort of different is maybe host a readathon for yourself, like say, I'm going to read for a week, and get people to sponsor you for how many books you read or how long you read. That's one way to raise money, because nonprofits always need money. Another way too is right now we've been so focused on these our elementary book fairs. I would love to move into middle school book fairs, and so I would love to hear from them about books they would love to see at middle school book fairs, so they can reach out and let us know and help us grow that program.
Thank you for doing this interview.
Thanks. Bye. Bye.
Deborah, why are you on the floor? You're honestly like a cow right now. What do you mean I look like a cow? Your mom looks like a cow. Hello, I'm your host, Timothy Karate. Welcome back to another World News. First off, we have the U.S. midterm elections. American politics, am I right? As predicted, Republicans have taken a majority in the House of Representatives, and it is safe to say that they have won it. In the Senate, however, it is tied 48 seats to 48 seats. Disclaimer. News changes. Who knew? Who could have guessed? Oh my god. Turns out that Nevada has just switched to Democrat, and now they're saying that the Senate has been won by Democrats. Thank you for listening. The crucial states in this year's election are Nevada, Arizona, Georgia, and Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania and Arizona seem to have been won by Democrats. Nevada is as tight as ever, though. Georgia was won by Democrats, but because it has runoff elections, an election where if one party does not reach 50% of the votes, then there will be a new later election, the Democrats did not win the state. There will be a new election on December 6th. Mark your calendars. A week after the last broadcast to include world news, the one mentioning Liz Truss resigned. The new British Prime Minister is Rishi Sunak. The reasons he is in office are very similar to Liz Truss, so I'm not going to go into detail about them, but here's some notable things about Rishi Sunak. Being British, being conservative, being below average height, and being British. Keen minds, or alternatively people who actually listen to my tiring voice, will remember that in the 5th broadcast of this year, I stated, flashback. In Ukraine, Russia is advising citizens to leave the occupied city of Kherson as the Ukrainians are advancing towards it. The situation has developed, and 1 month later, the Ukrainians have forced a Russian retreat out of the city. And for our final news. Oh god, I don't have any news. US and Canada. Batman voice actor dies? Deborah, you're still eating off the floor. Just take your spaghetti somewhere else. I don't want to look at you doing this. I want a divorce.